Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, and the job has been complete. I've been waiting to make this video. The only reason I haven't made it sooner is because I really wanted to finish this all up. I wanted to get this completed for you guys so I can know everything. I've literally went through the biggest ups and downs to make Gauntlet finished, and honestly, I have to play one more game. Oh, I have to play another game. I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to play another game. Okay, we get this done right here. No worries, we'll play one more. And there you have it, Gauntlet Season 1 Exchange. Season 1 Exchange. I'll show you guys obviously exchanging that, and then I can't wait to break down this mode. This mode is actually sick. It is amazing. It is beautiful. It's really great, honestly. I loved it. I learned so much, and I think it's one of the better modes in this game, and I can't wait to see how far it gets, because I think the potential is there, especially that we're learning it and getting better. I think that's the main point of it, that we're just getting better and all that. So now I can go ahead and exchange my Season 1 Gauntlet exchange to get the Season 1 Mode 1 or whatever. So that's the one that I will be able to exchange for whatever card I want from the season, aka not these cards obviously, but one of these cards. I can go ahead and exchange that for Jason Kidd. I can go ahead and exchange that. I hate that it refreshes everything. Like, what is this? I can go ahead and exchange for Glenn, or I can go ahead and exchange for Sigma. I could throw it in for a 95 plus. Imagine throwing it in for a game. What? Like, why would someone do that? Like, that's crazy. I mean, maybe if you have too many and there's nothing else to throw it into, but you have legends, any one of these. We can talk about all that stuff later. So first things first is, what is the Gauntlet? How do you end up there? What do you have to do? All that. I'm literally gonna hopefully cover every point, every question you might have. I hope so. So it's in Breakout. When you go into Breakout, usually you'll see this board, right? Your board, whatever. If you click square, you're in there. Switch, you're here, there, all that. You can just switch. It's so easy. They don't affect each other. You can play this while playing that, no problems, no questions asked. So now this mode runs very, very differently. Let me move on over to the side so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There is a players remaining thing. It shows you how many player cards you have in this game. You don't need 345. I didn't use 345. I used under 300. I think you can do it with 200 if you follow all the methods I tell you, and if you play smart, patient, and just, you have to do something really important. In Breakout, we never ever do objectives. I tell you guys, they're pointless. You never have to knock them out. You never have to do them. But when it comes to Breakout Gauntlet, you do have to do objectives. It's very important, especially the easy ones. Sometimes they're too hard. Sometimes they don't make sense. You don't have to do them, but it's key to do your objectives. Now, every single game in here is either triple threat or clutch time. You go in a straight line. There's rewards on the sides. I'll explain all of the stuff. There's nothing I will not be explaining. All I need from you guys is to smash the like button and subscribe so I can continue doing what I'm doing. That's all I need from you guys, and let's continue. Let's do this. So once you go ahead and begin, the main thing you guys really need to focus on is using your low overall players. Use golds. Literally, the point of this mode is to use as many cards as possible, right? That's what they're trying to make you do. It starts off on the lowest difficulty possible, which is rookie. Literally easiest thing possible. So don't go in here with a good team. Don't go in here with anything higher than a gold. You will regret it. My other suggestion right off the rip is use WNBA players. That will make your life easier down the stretch, having NBA players when it gets a little bit harder. I would recommend, the way I was doing it is I was using one WNBA player in triple threat. You can probably get away with two, but I was doing one, and then in clutch games I was running two, possibly three, depending on the rest of my lineup. But gold players throughout the first difficulty, which is a good amount of games. You're gonna go through, I believe, 26 games. I counted it the other day. I'll double check it with you guys, but it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26. Yes, it was exactly 26. I definitely wrote it somewhere. I just don't remember where I wrote it. I'm usually better than this, but I promise you guys, There's just been so much going on. I've been writing out on so many things. The one with the rep has been making me go crazy a little bit, and the XP, making sure I get all the numbers right and not forgetting anything in that regard. So when you play out these 26 games, what you really need to realize is you're getting one objective every time, so you can save 26 cards. You're probably wondering, are you playing an equal amount of triple threat games as clutch games? And that is not like the case. You're playing more triple threat games, which is really good, which is really clutch. You'll lose less players, but the main focal point is to run your gold players to like out the window. Just get them out of the way really fast. If you have a good amount of golds, you'll easily get through all of this on rookie difficulty, and once you hit green, the difficulty changes. Every color is a different difficulty, but do not worry, it becomes semi-pro, which is still very doable, very easy with gold players. Keep running your golds, do not worry about any of that. Now there's a big question, and I actually didn't start this run with 345 players. I started my last run with a lot less. I think I started with maybe 200, I believe. And at some points, when I felt like maybe I didn't have enough players, I was thinking about it, I would switch, or I would play a different mode. I'd go in here and play Breakout, get some more players. I'd go into the auction house, buy some players, literally, and they just flow right into here. They get added. You don't have to worry about anything. The other thing, there's a question that people always ask me, can I sell a player, buy him back? Would it make it okay? Like, say for example, I went ahead and I used this Azili card and I sell him and I buy him again. Is he active again? No, he will still be unavailable. I tried everything for you guys. I wanted to test all the waters, make sure everything's possible. There is an easy game plan when it comes to gameplay to make these games possible and win and go through it, and that is literally pick and rolls. You pick and roll, they will get caught and you will be able to go. Best place to pick and roll is not at the 3-point line. It's on your way up the court by the half court line. Set it there and you're good to go. Shout out to Wendy. Wendy actually did the whole thing, every difficulty with just gold players. Never used another player at all. I will explain all the difficulties right now. Well, we already went through 2 of them, right? You got semi-pros here. You only get 1 objective all the way till you get to the blue. Once you hit blue, you get 2 objectives. And yes, that means you can save 2 players. You don't get to pick who you save. It's completely random. I should have noted that. So I, like, for example, if I'm using whatever, Azili gets saved this game, next game it's my WNBA player, next game it's this. You can't control it, but at least you have players still counting, so you're good to go like throughout, right? Now the main important thing is, if you lose and do a challenge, right? This is very important. If you lose and do a challenge, the objective, you still lose every single player. You can lose as many times as possible. You don't get reset. I've literally, in my last run, I think I lost 15 times with 250 players that I had or whatever, and I still was able to get this done. The reason I was losing is because there's one difficulty. You guys need to know this. I struggled so bad. I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that was happening to me. But once I hit the, not this one, this is still easy, this is the pro difficulty. Once I hit the red, it was all-star difficulty, and you cannot shoot in all-star difficulty. It is by far, no questions asked, the hardest difficulty to shoot on. I saw everyone having trouble on that. You can shoot high, like easier in superstar. You could shoot better in Hall of Fame. I was greening on Hall of Fame. I was greening on superstar. All-star, I tried everything. I could not shoot once. It was just not happening. It was so terrible. I just couldn't get a shot off, and that's why I was losing games. That's where you gotta use the pick and rolls. You gotta utilize all those little things. You can start using better cards here if it helps you do objectives. I wouldn't say use your best, but if you want to make it a little bit more fun, entertaining, use your emeralds, use your sapphires, whatever the case is, that can help you out, because you have 2 objectives. As long as you knock them both out, that's more important than losing, and that goes for the earlier ones too. So if you see an objective where you need to, like, for example, hit 3 threes, and that's your objective, maybe use 1 player that could hit 3s that's an emerald, just so you can make sure you get 1 player back and not have to worry about having way too many cards, because you don't want to get stuck and have to buy cards, even though it's fine. The most important thing, I guess, is not to let the counter hit 0. If it hits 0, your run is over. You got to start from scratch. So you don't want it to hit 0. You want to stop what you're doing, go get cards, take a break. You don't have to play this. It doesn't hurt you. We have this all season. Now, the other thing is, I said you could lose as many times as you want. Now the question is about these prizes. Every 3 games, You get 2 prizes that show up, one on top, one at the bottom. Some of the prizes are good, some not so much. I really only took 2 prizes throughout, and that tells you you can take as many prizes as you want. The only thing that it hurts you with is you're gonna go ahead and lose some players, because if it's a triple threat game, you're gonna use 3. You have 1 objective, you might get 1 back. You lost 2 players on your run. Now when you have a lot of players, it won't matter, it won't affect you. Just keep getting your prizes, keep taking them. The prizes I took, I kept taking the Ruby Series 1. I seen it twice, Ruby Series 1. There's some expensive ones, you need them to lock in if you want it. So I definitely was like, I'd rather have a free one. Maybe it could be good, maybe not. And those are the ones I was taking. Besides that, the only other good reward I seen was a game on pack. It wasn't even a deluxe. I seen a base one and a regular one. Not worthy to take. I did take a regular one down the stretch, and because I knew I had enough players, I was chilling, and unfortunately it didn't even give it to me. So sometimes maybe your rewards don't come. I don't know if it's because I already had gotten 2 rewards, but they didn't say anything about that, so I'm not sure. The other thing you should know about the rewards, you're only allowed to pick 1 of the 2. So if you decide to take the top one, you can't take the bottom one, okay? But they still show up once you beat this game, so you will see it here, you will see it here, you will see it here. They'll always pop up. If you pass this game like I play here, those disappear, so I can't see those again. I'm just trying to break down everything. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm glad I'm streaming right now, so if I do, someone in my chat can let me know if there's anything missing. I will show some gameplay at the end of what was working really well for me. Like I told you guys, once you get to the final difficulties, Hall of Fame is not that hard. And the great thing is, once you hit here, there's 3 challenges. Yes, you get 3 challenges in Superstar as well as Hall of Fame. So it goes from 1 objective at first. For the first 2 levels, which is yellow and green, you get 1 objective. At blue, you start seeing 2 objectives within red as well. And once you hit here, you get 3. So when you play a triple threat game, you could literally use your best of the best. And you know that once you win, all 3 of them are coming back. The cards that help you out a ton, I should have talked about the teams you're playing against. It matches your overall pretty much. That's why golds help so much, that you're not playing against other overpowered cards. You're playing against other golds and stuff of that nature. If you use any of your evolution cards, there are 5 starter evolution cards that start off as emerald and you evolve them to ruby. These are some of the cards I was going to grind so I could get them, so I could have more cards, so I know I'm good. Those cards actually count as emerald when it comes to matchmaking, so you have an advantage there. They will help you out a ton as well. The other thing that doesn't match you up against the same thing, like for example, let me say if I use my pink diamond Clay Thompson, for example, I am guaranteed to play against another pink diamond. So why would I use Clay Thompson? There's no reason to. Let me just knock out all my lower overalls and I will be chilling. That's kind of the energy we were on throughout this run. That's why golds helps you, because you're playing against other cards that don't have badges, that don't have good things. But once you get to like hires, I was enjoying the game more when I started using my better players, especially when I knew I have 3 players coming back to me in triple threat, right? If I do all 3 objectives. So I was going in there with that. I wish I would have known that it eventually evolves to that level. I think objectives are really cool and amazing. I would have saved a lot of my better players for this, so I could just keep them throughout the run. I think I could have kept them all throughout, besides obviously in clutch time, because clutch you use 5 players, only 3 are saved, so you're using 2 randoms, just losing them. So in that one, maybe use only 1 good player, so just in case, hopefully you get them back. The odds kind of in your favor, you don't want to lose. And then the other thing I should note for players that help you out besides evolutions are free agents. Free agent cards, this was a great place that I was utilizing them. I enjoyed using my free agents. They helped me so much in All-Star when I was struggling. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I lost the clutch time game 3 straight times, the same exact clutch time game. So that means the first time I lost 5 players completely, second time 5 players completely, third time 5 players completely. I lost 15 players in 1 shot. And guess what? When I played it the next time, I didn't do the challenges because I wanted to win, and I lost 5 players again. So 1 game took away 20 of my players. So the most important thing that I've learned is don't always go for objective. Don't compromise the win for objectives. Think about it. The trade-off of trying to get that 1 objective to like get 1 save is not important as to losing. If you lose 3 to 5 players, right? Why would I jeopardize that and then I have to play it again. So I'm not just losing my 3 or 5, I'm gonna lose another 3 to 5 the next game. So don't worry about the objective if it's gonna compromise you losing the game. The most important thing is the win. Get out of there as fast as possible. Here, the best method, I should have showed it like on the screen right now. This is the best method to get through All-Star to Superstar and the final. There are definitely a lot of tricks you can use as well. Like once your player has about 10 points or so, they start doubling. Those doubles help you get players open if you need threes. Like if you need to hit 3 threes as well as you need paint points, get your paint points first. They'll start doubling that player. The other guy gets wide open threes. It's a win-win, works every single time. It's great. You can definitely like get through this 1,000,000,000%. And then the pick and rolls being that high is so beautiful. That's definitely the move to get through it. Some people always ask me, when you finish, can you run it again? Can you get another pink diamond? So you would play it again all the way through. It's 100 games total. I don't think I mentioned that. I counted how many of them were triple threat and how many were clutch. So I played a total of 71 triple threat games and 29 clutch time games. Okay, so what that means is the 29 clutch only take away 5 players and the other one takes away 3. So mathematically, if I did absolutely no challenges, I didn't actually do the math on that. Let me do it really quick just to double check it. But it's actually a lot better than if it was mainly like half-half. If it was half-half clutch and whatnot, it would have been a lot worse, no doubt about it. But mathematically, I would have needed 358 players with no challenges. No challenges, I need 358, but you're gonna naturally do some challenges. There's some of them are really easy, points in the paint. Some of them are like, do this or that, like 3 threes, especially the early ones, getting the assists. I was forcing every challenge. That's why I didn't take that many cards. And I think if I do this the right way, like if I ran this back, maybe not this season, I'll wait till next season. I don't think I want to, unless maybe I get bored of something else. But I think ideally, we could do this in 200 easy. I believe so. With how many you're getting back, you're telling me you're getting 3 back every single one here. We easily doing these challenges. Easily, it's not even a question. But yeah, so you can play it again, but you get a Gauntlet Season 1 exchange, and what that actually does the second time is you can't exchange that for a pink diamond. That's not a pink diamond piece. You saw me exchange it for the other piece, so you'd only be able to exchange it for a Hall of Fame badge. You'd play 100 games for a Hall of Fame badge. You could exchange it for a hidden gem 90 plus, or any of these MTs. You would need 2 of them, so if you did Gauntlet 2 more times, which is another 200 games, right, you would be able to exchange for an option pack, a 92 plus option pack. I don't know if all that stuff is worth it. The good news about that mode though is every single triple threat game you play and every clutch time game you play gets counted right here in this for another one. This is the pink diamond one you get from Breakout pretty much. You can count all those games as well towards it. That's why I have so many triple threat games done and not as much clutch games done, because you saw the difference. I played 71 here and 29 there. So it's a big difference, no questions asked. But if you want to play that instead of Breakout, you obviously can. I think Breakout is a better mode overall. When I say Breakout, I mean this one. I think this one gets you better rewards. I've been showing you guys pretty much everything you can do in Breakout, and I'll continue to do that all the time. So make sure y'all doing that. Another good point, Wacky just gave us a good point, and that is the fact that you can like run out of centers, run out of power forwards, especially with clutch time. That is something you don't want to happen. So when you're playing the triple threat games, a lot of the things I was doing is I would run like a small forward or power forward as my big. A lot of times, unless I needed to do a specific challenge, then maybe I'd go power forward. I was saving my centers for clutch offline for sure. And I honestly, like, golds and emeralds and all that, like I said, is gonna save you so much. For some reason, the game changer cards weren't helping me at all. So they're supposed to be good game changers for this, and I'll show you guys how to use them if you guys don't know. But let's take a look at some of the game changers that are supposed to be used for that mode, right? When you guys go through it, there's breakout ones. You would think the breakout would work for Gauntlet as well, but they do not. They do not. They have a separate one for Breakout Gauntlet, like this safe one. This one is supposed to not count any of the players in your next game as used. It's supposed to work. For some reason, it wasn't working for me. It didn't work the time I used it. I think maybe it's because I clicked off of the team. I'll show you guys how to use it though, so you guys can understand and see it. For some reason that one didn't work, but there's another one that saves 1 player, and I did use that one and it worked. So what you have to do to use those is you click X. When you see this lineup menu, you're gonna L3 which is basically a left analog stick. I don't have one right now, so hopefully I can show it to you guys on the screen from when I did it during my run. Hopefully I have it on the screen right now. But basically, if you click on it, as long as you don't do this exact thing that I just did where I switched off the menu and moved, it should count. It should be okay. Now, if you use the other one that saves one player, it just saves one player. I don't have any more right now, so I can't show it to you guys. That one actually at the end of the game doesn't show you what player was saved. So if you're like, you were playing clutch and now you're in a triple threat game, you won't know off the top of your head what player was saved. But if it was the same mode after, you could see it, because once a player is used, it'll say unavailable on them. I just entered the game and quit so I could show you guys, but they go unavailable like this. They're pretty much unavailable once you use them, whether you lose with them or whatever the case is. Now, one thing I want 2K to know is please like start not showing us the unavailables here, because if you continue to show us, you're gonna have to scroll forever. Like you end up scrolling for so much, and it's actually really terrible. I don't like it at all, and I wish there was a better way to filter. I sat there and I would filter like by positions. I would go point guard, I would use my golds first, then the next time I would go shooting guard. So to filter through those is R2 to go by position. You can filter that, and then you can do R1 to filter through like the whatever, like teams or whatever you really need. And that's pretty much everything. I think we covered everything. WNBA players are definitely ones you want to get out of the way earlier, for sure. They can steal the ball pretty well if you need steals challenges. The guys that were hitting my post moves were definitely guys like my wings. My wings were better than some of my centers. Some of my centers weren't that good at it. So post moves, the best one you could do is really the fade. So you're basically holding L2 there and then you spin around and try to shoot it. I guess the only other thing I forgot to mention, I was looking back at some footage, is sometimes if I'm up by a good amount, I double check some of the challenges. So if I see like somewhere like there, I'm just missing one defensive rebound, I might as well prolong the game just a little bit just to make sure I get it. But obviously only do that if you're up by a decent amount. I feel like I touched up on everything. I feel like I talked about everything. The only thing I guess I will say is don't use your free agents till they have no games left. Like they say how many games are on them, so you don't want to utilize it till it's gone. I was waiting, like if I had one game left, then I just didn't use them. It just made no sense for me to make that card just disappear forever. You never know when I will need it in life, but I would keep using them. Hopefully they came back. Like Carmelo kept coming back to me, Rudy kept coming back to me, because I was using them at the end challenges when they were just knocking out all the challenges by themselves, so that made it good. But they become unavailable obviously if you lose or if you don't do the challenges. Honestly, I believe that's everything. If there's anything else I didn't cover, I will let you guys know. You saw there that my number of players went down, so that's good to know. So ideally, if you're wondering how many cards you need, I think 300 is safe. If you're doing some objectives, not too many, you should be good with 300, especially if you're not going to lose and you're going to utilize our game plan methods of just doing this and that. If you plan to not do objectives, you probably need a little bit more just to be safer, like 350, 400. You can definitely do with a lot less. 200 if you're ready to do objectives. 250 is around the mark that I was at when I did it. Maybe a little bit more than 250, but somewhere around there. I will definitely keep better track next time for sure throughout this whole run. It was definitely fun though. I enjoyed it. It was great. It's two birds, one stone when you think about it, since you're doing the agenda stuff. And I actually liked using different players. You learn who's good, who's not, and all that good stuff. Once again, this red one is tedious. It's gonna annoy you a lot. Remember that, but it gets easier. As soon as you get through this, it gets a whole lot easier. So don't give up. Just keep trying. Worst case scenario, take a break till you get better players. That's always a beauty, that you can just stop whenever you're not feeling it and come back to it. Like I would honestly just switch between this and that. Otherwise, I would have been done a long time ago. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If anyone has any questions whatsoever, any question about anything, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer it. If I missed anything, I will pin it in the comment section. But I hope I did cover pretty much everything. I will see you guys later. It's been your boy Mos. Once again, if this video was helpful, share it with any of your friends, share it with anyone that might have questions. And yeah, great job 2K. You did a great job with this one. This is a great mode. I love it. I love it. You did a great job with this mode. You did a great job with the All-Star team up. I talked about that as well. And yeah, y'all know the drill. Ballin' out.